Hey guys, Lisa from Hello Happy here, and today I have brought for you a free crochet pattern from the vaults. It's my Bowtie Bunny. I originally made this one in 2021. I don't think I have it anymore. It probably ended up at a Goodwill in Albuquerque, New Mexico. However, here's the pattern for you in a video. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful, folks? Now, you may be wondering, is this bunny wearing clothing, or is this just the natural color of the rabbit's fur? And that is a mystery that will be left up to you to decide. For the supplies, you'll need some worsted weight yarn. I know I used Knit Picks Brava in black, white, and cornflower, but of course you can use any size yarn and any hook that makes sense and create a smaller or bigger little bun. I used a 3.5mm hook with the worsted yarn. Again, try some different things, experiment. I also used safety eyes. The ones I used were 8mm, but of course, if you're using smaller or bigger yarn, use bigger or smaller eyes. You'll also need some thread or embroidery floss to do the nose and the mouth, and obviously you'll need like scissors, a yarn needle, and some stuffing. Before we get started, let me just shout out the sponsor of this video, me, Hello Happy. I don't have sponsors, but if you like my patterns, you should get them. Here's one. It's my best seller since like 2022 or so, maybe 2021. I can't remember. My frog bag. It's pretty great. It's available at these fine places, so go buy it. A few notes before we get started on the actual crochet. So how this guy is made, first you're going to make the head, the legs, the arms, and a connector piece. From there, you will sew the connector piece and the legs together, and then you will crochet in rounds, and that will be the body. Then you will do all the face details onto the head, and then you'll sew the head to the body. And then you can make the ears and the bow tie, and then you'll sew them on, as well as the arms that you made earlier. Or of course you can make all the pieces all at once, and then up to you. For this pattern, I used joined rounds for all of the pieces, but you can use unjoined rounds if you prefer. It doesn't really matter. It's personal preference. So I started each new round with a chain one. That does not count as a stitch. You don't crochet in it. And finish with a slip stitch. But if you want to just keep going, that's totally fine as well. Now, if you are someone who is not used to reading crochet patterns, don't worry. Here is a list of abbreviations. Okay, so here's what they all stand for. These are American crochet terms, by the way, if that was unclear by my accent. So let me just give you an example. Single crochet into 5 stitches, increase, increase, single crochet into 7 stitches, increase, increase, single crochet, single crochet. So you're gonna single crochet into 5 stitches, and then you're gonna do 2 increases, and then you're gonna single crochet into 7 stitches, and then you're gonna do an increase, and then in the last 2 stitches you're just gonna do a single crochet and then 1 single crochet. And then in the parentheses it says 22 because that's your stitch count. So that's how you read that. So this will be a good pattern for you if you're not used to written patterns. Just refer back to the abbreviations chart if you need to, and go for it. So now we're going to connect the legs to the leg connector. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to use the tail on each side of the leg connector to sew to each leg. And you want to count the leg connector as having 3 stitches on the short side, because that's the chain row and then the 2 single crochet rounds. So just count that as 1, 2, 3 and sew those into 3 stitches on each side, or on one side of each leg, the inner side of the leg. The face I did on mine is really basic. You can see I just threw some eyes, you know, kind of far apart, you know, roughly in the middle of the head, and then just embroidered on a quick little triangle with a line. Feel free to keep it basic like that, or do something a little more complex, and you can do the eyes differently. You can give him huge eyes, or you can make felt eyes, or, you know, you can embroider him with sleepy eyes. Just, you know, have fun. Do something interesting. Once the face is done, you can go ahead and stuff the head and the body, and then sew the head to the body. Use a ladder stitch. For the ears, I sewed mine on really close to each other at the top of the head. You can play around with that for sure, and like maybe have them further apart or even like right next to each other. I've always thought that that was a cute look on stuffed animals. And for the arms, I sewed them straight on, so they're just hanging down. Again, I just did that because I thought it was cute, but you can certainly sew them more onto the side of the body if you want, or sew them at an angle. Just play around with it and see what you like. Don't forget, crochet is art, not science. And then finally, just sew on the sweet little bow tie and you're done. All right, cool. That was the video. I'm done. Like and subscribe. No, but do send me / tag me on social media if you make money. And also, please tell everyone where you got the pattern. Okay, that's all. Bye.